Alright, welcome back guys to my Let's Play of Runaway 3, A Twist of Fate. Where we left off, we are on Chapter 3, playing as Gina now. We saw beheading, which is very surprising. We saw Gina, strip her pole down, if that's a proper term, to get an item. And yeah, she also wanted to shower in this place, even though there was a murder that happened prior. But anywho, we're kind of looking around, kind of figure out, why this gentleman died. If he actually committed suicide, there's a good chance he did not. But yeah, let's continue up and outwards and whatnot.
Cordsmeyer's Slayer faces maximum sentence. Looks like Bennett didn't light it up.
Now, I'm curious about how Cordsmeyer actually died. That I am very interested in.
Wow, was Chapman a major bookworm or what?
Yes, he was, but I really like, I don't know, I've always had a love for like wood houses in the middle of nowhere, but I've always enjoyed living out of city and, just on a acreage. Anywho.
From the books and fossils, I deduced that Chapman was a big history and paleontology buff.
That's very true. We do see a helix fossil. Going a little Pokemon on you guys. Anywho. Couch?
I spent all night driving, and Gabble only let me rest for an hour or two. So I'd better not stare at it for too long.
Okay. What else? I looked at that. It showed he was a boxer.
Looks like Chapman had a thing for baseball, too.
Which is another thing I don't get. Why is there a baseball bat?
If I need to smash something to pieces at some point, I'll come back for it.
Right at the door, like, if someone barged in, he would have went for the bat. So someone he knew is my hunch. Yeah, sure, let's go this way. I think I've explored everything down here. If I'm wrong, we'll come back. Don't worry, guys. Oh my, nice bathroom. It's got a stove and everything in here, jeez.
Before my shower, I tried to light it so I'd be warm when I got out, but there's no wood.
Damn, this is a nice shower. Or bathroom.
I'd bet anything Chapman's wife made them.
Hey.
It's a jacuzzi with a million little soothing jets aimed at every part of your body for maximum relaxation.
I'm kind of jealous, yes.
I took a shower a while ago, and I don't want to wear out my welcome. Not even for the sake of hygiene.
Oh, fine.
Commode? Oh, the toilet. Well, if I'm forced to call it the commode then.
Oh.
I won't get into the details, but I already checked down there, and despite being spotless, the stench it emanates is horrific. The fancy commode is nauseating.
Good to know.
Bottles of shampoo, bath gel, a sponge, that kind of stuff.
Anything I can actually grab, though? Oh.
To do that, I'd have to take off my jacket, shirt, pants, panties, and call me a prude. But I'm not doing that while the bathroom door is still open.
Okay. Well, look at a suitcase, yes.
That's my suitcase. I always keep it in my car with a few changes of clothes, a toiletry bag, and some pajamas. I got used to carrying it around during those years when I never knew where I would wake up. What wild and crazy times. No, I left it there precisely so I wouldn't have to haul it all over the house.
Well, there may be something useful in there. Did you not think of that, Gina? But I guess we're done here. The only place I can think of now is upstairs. So let's do that. Oh, no, not bathroom. No. Upstairs.
No, Bennett said he'd take care of searching upstairs.
So
it might not be a bad idea to ask him how he's doing, though.
What is it, Gina?
I didn't know she had to require to sit down on the couch in order to ask him. Okay. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. Okay, can we do them all?
Hey, about Chapman.
Okay, I guess we'll start from the top.
Could you tell me anything more about Chapman's death?
He had been fishing that day, but we know he returned here in mid-afternoon because he received a telephone call at 6:15 p.m.
Is anything known about that call Chapman received the afternoon he died?
I haven't figured it out yet, but what is clear is that the call was cut off. In fact, the line was cut off for a few days, and they came to repair it during the investigation.
Now that you mention it, who investigated the case?
In the beginning, the county sheriff, but then the military and the FBI took over and sent him home. Since the contact who gave me the keys to this place belongs to the FBI, I know the investigation was a mess, almost non-existent.
Why was the investigation so sloppy?
Kordsmeyer's death and Brian's trial had already stirred up too much of a fuss. Since Chapman's demise seemed like a clear case of suicide, with a gunshot to the temple and his own gun in his hand and no other signs of violence, the feds and army came in, they took a few fingerprints, a couple photos, rummaged through some drawers, and case closed.
And also possibly staged it that the guy committed suicide. It's a what if that Kordsmeyer is not actually dead, and it's kind of a what if. But anywho.
Why was the investigation so sloppy?
Like I said, the day before, he called Judge Whitley and told her he had to give her an important document. Just imagine it. Hey, Judge Whitley, tomorrow I'll be delivering my suicide note to you. Well, you don't need a degree in psychiatry to realize it doesn't add up.
What do you know about Chapman's life?
Very little. He was born right here in Winkaping County. He loved sports. He was a calm and quiet man. His wife died a few years back, and he isn't known to have had any romances since.
Why is the cabin so clean 6 months after Chapman's death?
The cleaning lady has been coming in once a week because Chapman paid her for 6 months' work in advance, and her time's not up yet.
Let's drop Chapman's death for a bit.
Okay, any other questions?
So would it not be a good thing to talk to the maid then? Especially, why was she even, does she actually clean the place, or does she actually just sit here and watch TV? I'm curious.
You know, about our objectives in this house. What did we come here to do?
Our mission here consists of 2 parts. To find that message Chapman wanted to give the judge, and to look for clues which prove my theory that he did not commit suicide.
Have we found any of the stuff we're looking for?
Unfortunately, I haven't. However, everything seems to indicate that Chapman had a laptop here, which is now missing.
Who took it? The military? The FBI?
Perhaps, but it also could have been taken by the killer.
Or maybe Chapman hid it himself.
Good thinking, Gina. Good thinking.
Or it could have been the maid. I'm just saying.
Do we have authorization from anyone to be here?
Not exactly, but sort of. I have a friend at the FBI. I asked him for help, and he sent me the keys to the cabin and several documents related with the investigation. That and my status as a court psychiatrist should keep anyone from bothering us.
One other thing. Say, about that shed, you wouldn't have those keys by any chance, would you?
Yes, hold on. I'll toss them to you. Here you go.
Damn. Right under the kitchen cabinets. Where are they? I bet they fell into that hole. My hand doesn't fit there either.
But there's a piece of tissue or some sort there. Oh, we have access to the kitchen. Unless we
Hey!
have before.
Bennett?
Yes?
The keys slipped out of my hands and, well, they fell into the cabinet and...
And? I'd imagine something as silly as that would be no problem for you. Or am I mistaken?
Problem? No, of course. I just wanted to keep you informed. Damn it.
I want to talk to him further. I do notice he's got very similar features
I don't want to go up there and invade Bennett's turf. However, if I'm going to talk with him, I'm better off taking a seat. Much more comfortable in the long run.
He's very, his face structure and that's very similar to, that kid in the psych ward. I wonder if there's some sort of relation between the two.
That's a great excuse for taking a load off.
But we're not
What's
done
on
yet.
your mind?
We're not done about talking.
Hey, about Gabbo? Why is Gabbo not in Happydale?
Destiny creates strange bedfellows, Gina. Allow me to explain. The night Brian escaped, I stayed at work very late. And suddenly... Miss Palmer, you forgot how to knock before entering?
I want Basco's recordings and the report.
What?
Got 3 seconds. 1,
I'm not giving you a thing.
2.
And while you were escaping, Miss Palmer stole the recordings and the report on Brian, right?
I'm afraid so. Luckily, I had just sent a backup copy to my computer at home, and only Judge Whitley and I know the password.
What did you and Gabbo do after escaping?
We went to my house to retrieve my recordings of Brian's hypnotherapy sessions. But when we got there was a very suspicious-looking car watching the front door, so we didn't dare go in.
Did you tell Gabbo to contact me during Brian's fake funeral?
Yes, I mistakenly thought that you knew his whereabouts. Meanwhile, I came here and began to investigate the Chapman case.
Where is that crazy guy now?
Oh, don't you worry. He'll be back any minute now, with money from a few bingo parlors, some fresh bruises, and a bad case of crabs. He's hyperactive, you know.
Good to know. Okay.
Let's talk about something else.
As you wish.
But yeah, I'm wondering if him and Gabbo are related. It's kind of a weird hunch. But anyway.
The thing is, about those keys,
Yes?
you wouldn't happen to have another copy, would you?
I'm sorry, Gina. I only had the ones I tossed to you.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave him and we're gonna try to get those keys.
I'll leave you alone and continue snooping around here.
All right.
Okay, so I'm assuming I just had to walk over. Yeah, you stupid camera angles. Okay. Well, let's. Yeah, I guess. Why not?
Huh? Looks like a cushioned envelope.
Oh, that's what we're looking for. And we can't reach it. Do I have anything in my items? Wire cutter. You know, that could extend her reach.
It's too thick to slip under the cabinet.
Okay, well, then fine. Let's go get the hole.
I'm sure the keys Bennett tossed me fell under here.
Indeed, and
I hope there aren't any rats.
I think that's the envelope we need, too. But anywho, I guess let's change the angle. And I guess we'll look around the kitchen, because we're here.
Nice still life he's got sitting on top. Good idea. But besides looking through it, the time has come to do a full, in-depth ransacking of this room.
Oh. Okay. I wasn't expecting this. By triggering the fridge, but okay.
I must not be on the right track. I've looked everywhere, but I haven't found a single thing that resembles a clue. This is going to be harder than I expected.
Well, yeah, coffee maker.
I already
Sure.
had too much tonight on our way over here, but maybe I could make some for Bennett. Nah, I'll ask him if he wants some later. I see the exact number of cupboards you would expect to find in a kitchen this size.
I do like his kitchen, though. Like, tiny, but it's cute.
I did that already, and logically all I found were pots, pans, and food. For being a widower's house, there's a lot of them. Most men get by with a can opener and a bottle cap remover. No, none of them would be of any use to me.
Really?
Oh, wait. This one might be nice, actually.
Well, yeah, that's the one I was thinking, like a spatula or flipper for down there. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna go down there, because that would fit perfectly underneath. So let's see, can I grab
Good
this?
idea, Gina.
Ah, there we go. So what is that? It does say urgent, so I'm guessing that's what we may have been looking for?
How weird. It doesn't have a stamp.
And we can't open it. I guess not. Oh, back porch. Let's go back there. Oh, I see a locked fire pit. Oh, fish bones.
I bet that the fish Chapman caught the day he died. Chapman must have been very proud of his catches. I couldn't cut through the fishing line with my bare hands, and they're too tough to gnaw through.
We got pliers for that, so let's switch it up here.
I don't see what good the fish bones would do me, but... this will definitely end up coming in handy.
Ah, that's how we're gonna get the keys, I bet you. I wanna go... oh, it's a well. I thought it was a fire pit.
There was a similar one back at my folks' place. To do that, I need the keys that fell under the kitchen cabinet.
Okay. Welp.
Looks truly vast out there. I don't want to get too far away from the cabin.
Okay, so we can't go there. So let's head back in and see if we can use the fishing hook for the hole to get the key. And also, how would a hole develop down below there? Like, that's another question. Why is there a hole down there?
That sounds good.
Ah, there we go.
That was a cinch. I knew all along I could nab him.
Well, I'm glad you did. All right, let's go unlock some, stuff and things. All the things and all the stuff. First, we'll start with this because it got my curiosity.
Yes. Now it'll be a piece of cake. Shoot. It's pitch black down there.
There's something down there, though. I have a light source by phone. I wonder if that would work.
I'd rather not get rid of that.
Okay, we don't have a light source then. I'm guessing that's going to be in the shed. So let's go to the front. And use A on B.
Okay. Yuck! This is a pigsty. Oh, of course. I forgot. Bennett told me the FBI agents in the military did a full search in here. All the better. Saves me more time.
I wouldn't say that, in all honesty, because we may be missing a lot of important items that would help with the story progress or story stuff. Ooh, Rubik's Cube. Hey.
Whoever
Rubik's
searched this joint really got into it. They left everything so organized.
Sorry, that was really a huge distraction. Anywho.
There's nothing that really draws my attention. Maybe the Capote puppy, but now is no time for playing with dolls.
Oh my god, that stupid dog. It's stupid dog. Anywho, yeah, look at the raincoat. Let's start.
It looks like the one the bad guy wore in that movie, what was it called again? I saw it last summer, but I can't remember the name.
I kind of feel like she's talking about I Know What You Did Last Summer. Just a hunch.
Okay, when it rains. If it rains.
Okay, so we can't take that.
What big eyes you have.
Oh, okay.
They have a dual visor. The normal part to cover your eyes, and the other, which, if I'm not mistaken, magnifies whatever you're looking at.
Really now? Interesting.
Just one? Nobody mentioned Chapman was missing a leg. No, one of the boots is missing, so I would walk a little lopsided. Your normal, everyday wetsuit for diving. That's a men's model. Either that is a fishing pole rack or my name isn't Gina Timmons. Well, actually, my name is Georgina Nicole, but not even Brian knows that.
Okay, we learned something new about Gina, which that's not her real name, but okay.
It's nailed to the wall. And anyway, what would I do with it?
Beat somebody with it. Only thing I can think of. Okay, fishing. Oh, rope. Oh, I
Looks
know.
thick.
Yes, I want to take the rope.
Another clue that Chapman did not kill himself.
Well, no.
With such a nice rope to hang himself, why would Chapman commit suicide with a gun and stain those hardwood floors? Of course, men do have a thing for... Hey, wait. Why isn't there any blood on the floor of the cabin? This is getting more and more complicated.
Oh yeah, there's no blood. He didn't use the rope. We're gonna have to use the rope though, I imagine, to get down into the well. But I think he knew somebody that came in and shot him, and then FBI or military came in to set up like a murder or suicide. Anywho.
I think that's where the fishermen put their victims out of their misery.
Anything in there?
Oh, it smells putrid. No thanks.
Oh, you don't like the smell of dead fish, Gina. Anywho.
Did Chapman do his own laundry? I've got nothing to wash.
Okay, well, I don't see anything in there.
Now I understand why there's no clothesline in the yard. No, I don't have anything wet right now. Not even my hair, since I didn't wash it during my shower. That's why I'm wearing this cap.
That was very random, Gina. Table.
Fishing hooks, wire cutter. Been there, done that. There are several things that could have come in handy before, but I've moved on since then.
Okay.
Looks like the county sheriff and Chapman got along really well. No, that fish looks slimy and gross.
No tools,
There's
hey.
a mixture of garden tools, painting accessories, fishing tackle. After a quick glance, my conclusion is that there is nothing I really need or want.
Okay, I think I'm done here.
Records, books, toys, typical attic junk. I'd be delighted, but this isn't...
I'm gonna just scour around. I think I got everything. Or things I can take, I should say. Oh,
No, I don't have anything wet right now.
okay. Yeah, I think that's everything. It says exit. What else can I do?
Takes up more space than mine. I have no intention of going...
Okay. Is there an area I'm not going into? No. I can't go anywhere there. Let's see if I can bring anything up with Bennett.
What's on your mind?
First of all, can I make you some coffee?
Don't tempt me, Gina. I gave up on coffee the day Brian ran away.
How come?
After recent events, my brain has been so traumatized that consuming any stimulants could create an imbalance in my mental equilibrium. You know, I produce enough adrenaline and dopamine to fill an entire coffee maker myself.
Oh, I bet. Or even two.
Huh. Okay.
You know,
Okay, nothing new
Wanna-
there. Oh.
hey,
Oh, I guess we can... Okay. I didn't do the Brian part. So start from the top. Oh, that was just terrible. Blah.
Gabbo didn't finish explaining to me how Brian's escape ended.
Oh, don't worry. Gabbo's just like that. He didn't explain it to me either.
What?
Well, he started to tell me a bit, something about Kurgan, air ducts, but I was exhausted after our own escape. I'm just glad to know that Brian made it out of Happydale and is safe from Miss Palmer. Or at least I hope so.
Or also known as possibly next chapter is showing the rest of how Brian escaped? Question mark.
Can you tell me about how Brian is innocent again?
Of course. He did not kill Colonel Kordsmeyer, but he must have witnessed his murder, which led to the shock, causing him not to remember anything. Somebody set it all up so that Brian would take the fall, and I suspect that somebody is the same person who was behind Chapman's fake suicide.
Brian misinterpreted you and thought you wanted to send him to jail, right?
He overheard me on the telephone talking about Kurgan, a murderer who was pretending to be insane, and he thought I was referring to him. But every cloud has a silver lining. Thanks to that mistake, Brian fled. Otherwise, God knows what Miss Palmer had in store for him.
What is Miss Palmer's role in all this?
To tell you the truth, I don't know. But I do know that she or whoever hired her is very interested in having Brian found guilty.
Yeah, that is true. Like, we kind of figured something was up with Miss Palmer. She was very violent. Yeah, I still have a hunch about her. Anywho.
You mentioned the recordings of some therapy before?
Hypnotherapy. At my house, I kept the recordings of the sessions in which Brian got back some confused memories of Colonel Kordsmeyer's death through hypnosis.
Let's talk about something else.
Okay, so that's everything then. Actually, anything new on Chapman?
Hey.
Chapman's death. Chapman's life. Yes. Oh, there we go. There's a new one.
When they found Chapman's... was there any blood around the body?
Excellent question, Gina. No, there wasn't. But apparently the military investigators attributed this to the bullet's angle of entry and the way the broken piece of his skull was displaced, blocking the bullet hole. I guess it is not completely out of the question. But do you believe it?
No.
Neither do I.
Yeah, it seems a little far-fetched. Yeah.
Let's draw...
Okay.
I guess we're done. What now?
I rummaged through it before and nothing. In that drawer, there's nothing but bills. And in the cabinet, some photo albums.
Like, I'm guessing I need some sort of... Well, let's go to the back. I have a rope. And I'm wondering if that's going to be of use for the... Well, it's going to be used for the well. But I need a light source, and I don't know where to get that part.
Very dark down there.
Yes it is. Actually I have this. I never thought of that. I wonder.
I don't think it has anything on it but dust. Wait, those are spider hairs. So long on the ground, I guess it's normal. But what a freaking huge spider, huh?
Oh my god, that is a huge hint. It's that stupid tarantula lady. I forget her name. Oh my god, it's the stupid tarantula lady that is, like, either possibly leading this entire shindig, or she's the one that killed the judge. Yes.
No.
Okay, so that helps quite a bit.
I don't think it has any... Wait! So... there are some bizarre little hairs stuck to the edge. I swear they were spider hairs.
Oh, I bet you the parcel got delivered to him. There was a giant tarantula in there, bit him, killed him, and they accused of him being shot, and that as a way to cover up that he was killed by a spider and not. I think I cracked it. I could be wrong. That's just a hunch.
I don't want to throw that.
But that is important evidence. Let's go back in here. I wonder if I could tell it to, what's his name? Bennett, which is right down there.
What's on your...
Oh, there we go.
You'll never guess what I found in an envelope addressed to Chapman.
Surprise me. Does it contain some interesting document, perchance?
No document.
What a shame.
But it has some tiny little hairs inside. Like a spider's. I grew up in the country, you know, and sometimes those...
Spider hairs. I should have known.
What?
I have to talk to the sheriff. Thanks to the envelope, he'll give me the information we need to prove Chapman didn't commit suicide. You keep searching around. We've almost got it.
Okay.
Okay, I get this hunch.
Looks like it's my job to find the supposed message that Chapman left for the judge. Get to work, Gina.
Okay, I'm just gonna toss it out there. I have a huge hunch. Just thinking about that tarantula lady from the second Runaway, and how her character design is, I think she's actually Nurse Palmer. Just because of the chin structure. Like, both of them have very pointy chins. And it's just a hunch that tarantula lady is Miss Palmer, and she's sent to kill Brian, cover up who killed Kordsmeyer's death. And that's why they gained the tapes, because Brian leaked out who killed Kordsmeyer. That's my thought. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there and end the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed my Let's Play of Runaway 3, A Twist of Fate. As usual, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, check out my other videos as well. And with that, you guys have a good day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.